And we start with a story that's been hot since the spring fashion shows in October. And what are you doing with all the money?
Saving and investing.
People these days, they talk about it all the time. God, it's a scandal how much money you girls make these days.
At the top of your profession, in any profession, you have to be sort of intelligent to get there.
Since Susie Parker made headlines in the 50s, there have been star models. Jean Shrimpton and Twiggy in the 60s, Lauren Hutton in the 70s, and E-Man and Jerry Hall in the 80s. Now in the 90s, fashion has ushered in the superstars, the glamorous, high-profile models who can demand as much as $10,000 a show. As they sometimes do 5 shows a day, their weekly salaries can quickly climb to 6 figures. Today's 10 girls at the top are Linda Evangelista, Yasmin Gori, Naomi Campbell, Claudia Schiffer, Karen Mulder, Lena Christensen, Nadege Dubos-Furtus, Tatiana Patez, Christy Turlington, and Cindy Crawford. The question the fashion industry is asking, are the models worth the money they get, especially in these times of recession, or does their high profile detract from the very clothes they're supposed to be selling? The models say they're worth every cent they get, and that their job is far from glamorous.
We're working most of the time, and you have to go to bed very early, don't go out, don't drink too much, and all this.
The way we live is not very glamorous at all. Always working very hard and traveling a lot, being by ourselves all the time, very busy schedules.
Photographer Dan Lecker says the superstars have a walk, a way of turning a smile of presence that makes his job a lot easier.
Just like a very good photographer or a very good cameraman, if he makes the job well, I mean, if he does it well, then he's worth the money. And they do a very good job.
Designers are divided about whether the models are worth the money. Karl Lagerfeld, who does Fendi and Chanel as well as his own collection, is happy to pay up.
You know, the fees are high, but you get it back in a minute, huh? Because the photographers photograph only those. The runway photos make editorial all around the world, more than ever before. It doesn't look like showroom stuff and things like this. And, you know, I think they deserve the fee because it will not last forever. This is not a job where they can be for 20 years.
We're about clothes. I mean, I'm designing clothes. And the model, I use a model to express the attitude of the clothes. And the model is not the point. Then designers are paying a lot of money for nothing, because the idea is to focus on the clothes.
The jury is still out. If the superstars sell the clothes, they'll continue to get the high fees and perhaps even higher. For there's no doubt they give the shows glamour and excitement. And that thrills the audience, including retailers like Saks Fifth Avenue's Helen O'Hagan. O'Hagan says some big designers like Giorgio Armani don't need superstar models.
Then there are other collections where the star models are really very important because, as we all know, they really photograph beautifully. Then those pictures are picked up all across the country. And a designer who maybe didn't have his strongest collection, he'll get a lot of press because of those girls.
And that will sell the clothes?
It will certainly sell the clothes.
Up next, long